The MainStreet Theater Company is the resident theater for young audiences company at the Lewis Family Playhouse in Rancho, Cucamonga. Owned and operated by the city of Rancho, Cucamonga, MainStreet produces plays for children and families. Here's what makes the MainStreet Theater Company special.
The first show I did was Miss Nelson is Missing in their very first season, their very first show, inaugural show.
The MainStreet Theater Company is the resident company here at the Lewis Family Playhouse. We do theater for young audiences.
One of the things that I think is really fabulous is when I get into the theater with the audience and there are 500 kids in there. It's like an amazing feeling to have that.
MainStreet is an incredible theater, first because it's an incredible venue. It's absolutely gorgeous and is a great place to see theater. You can hear everything. The theater is new and beautiful and has all kinds of toys that we can play with as directors and artists. But it also is a place that is really committed to making theater.
In their first season, I did 2 shows. I did Miss Nelson is Missing. I played Phoebe in that one, who was always throwing up into a waste paper basket.
Pick scripts that are stories that are for children, but we do the productions as though we're doing any other productions. It just happens that the scripts are for a younger audience.
They really get the best people in Los Angeles to come out and do them.
It's one of the best theaters that I've ever been in from an audience point of view, from a physical point of view. The stage is superb. The crew is really outstanding. They could not be more helpful.
And the season after that, I did Go Dog Go.
I love the fact that they don't treat children's theater as something less than the theater you would see at the Marquette Forum or on Broadway.
Present an art form that is classical in nature to folks who are so young, so early on in life.
And then I did A Year with Frog and Toad.
And then I did Charlotte's Web, and I played Charlotte, which was really cool.
Have I worked at MainStreet before? Yes, I've worked at MainStreet. I did Treasure Island.
And what I love about doing the shows for young audiences is that we bring in really terrific, top-notch artists to create these unique performances just for this community.
And then this past season, I was in Cinderella. I played one of the stepsisters, the nice but not that nice stepsister.
I did A Year with Frog and Toad in January 2009, and then Cinderella in January 2010.
And last year I did Cinderella.
So we take scripts and we bring in wonderful artists and we create whole worlds that we then share with our audience.
I want to watch them learn about the magic and just be just enraptured with the stage. And this might plant a seed and they'll be theater lovers for the rest of their lives.
It's, for most children, it's their first exposure to live theater, live performance. And it's really special being a part of that experience for them. And hopefully it inspires them to a point where they want to continue coming to the theater or become theater artists of the future.
To have that there are not many theaters around, there are definitely not many cities around that would support something like that, where we're doing shows for 500 kids twice a day for 22 performances. So like 11,000 kids come through here that generally probably have never seen a live show before, and we are their first experience with it, and their enthusiasm, their unjadedness about all of this is really quite lovely and wonderful, and it regenerates why I do this.
You can see the MainStreet Theater Company's next show, The Gingerbread Man, from January 29th to February 13th. For more information, 909-477-2752, www.lewisfamilyplayhouse.com.